Why do we get mad when people don't want to help us? Why do we get hurt? Or, like if somebody has some knowledge or something that we believe they can help us with, and they say no, or they just keep quiet, or they say I'll get back to you, and then they never do, and then we get hurt or we get angry at this person. um what I realized is that nobody is compelled to do anything for me. Nobody's compelled to do anything for you. You can ask me now about some information about mental health. I can choose to ignore you. It's simple. But this is where the issue comes from. Why do people do that? Why? So, I'm asking this question because I'm here doing script for something else, and then I remembered that I've been wanting this information and I can't get it. And I remember a few years ago, there is a lady who's got a very successful NGO, NPO, whatever. It's very successful, and I asked her because I wanted to start my NGO, mental health NGO, but like for men, because I'm more focused on men's mental health. But anyway, I I asked her, and when I went to her, I went with so much, like I was like, it was fascinating. Like, girl, you did it. It's been so many years. Yes, I know her, but not know her personally, but I know her. And she just said to me, go to Pretoria, the Department of what. And I think the thing that made me think about it today is that we know where to go, but what do we do when we go there? You get it? Because I thought that maybe she would say, okay, this is what to do. But then again, I realized that she's not forced to. She gave me what she wanted to. She gave me what she thought was enough of her knowledge that she wants to give back. Another time, my son, we were getting out of I don't know if it's one of the shops. And when we're getting out, there was a car. I think it's a sports car and it's got a four pipe. It's nice, man. It looks like Nyana, like the Mustang, but it's a beautiful car. And my son said to the guy, "Hi," and the guy was just looking at him, and then he was sad and he said, "Mommy, why is he not greeting back?" And I said, "Because he doesn't want to, and you can force him." And I had to do the talk with him that, my baby, you need to understand that you cannot want yourself out of people. I cannot want myself out of people. Just because I'm helpful, just because I can, go over and above for people, doesn't mean people are like that. And I think that's why we get hurt, because we are looking for ourselves in people. And that's the biggest mistake we can make. We should take people as they are. We should take what people give us. Because when I think about that girl, I'm like, you know what? Maybe sometimes being turned down or getting a rejection is a good thing, because it gives you time to reconsider and think, do I really want this? If I'm already struggling with getting started, how will I cope while I'm in the middle of it? I don't. And you know what, guys? I don't mind, Mina, if a person doesn't want to share anything. Like, I can go and ask you, and you can say, no, go to the internet. Person, I have internet. I have internet. I can read. But I say that some things are better, like when somebody's explaining them. So my point with this video is that we shouldn't get mad. People don't owe us anything. People don't owe us anything, and especially if somebody's gonna go, like, because what I got from it was, no, I did this job all by myself, finding out things. Why should I help you? Yes. And the fact that I still see the person, and I was like, and I got to a person who's like, but then I can't be angry at this person. She told me where to go. Why don't I go there and start doing my own information? But again, when I think about it, I'm like, I could do that to people, because me being a mental health advocate me being a facilitator, me being a mental wellness coach, that comes with a lot of knowledge. And me, the relatability comes from having had my first-hand experience. I could say no. Like somebody could call and say, hey, my child, I'm like, hey, dude, I don't know, go to the clinic. When I could just say, hey, here's a number. Don't go to the clinic. Get to the clinic and ask for this person and say, hey, a lady called Decky referred me. I'm here for this issue. I'm not here for the other issues. Do you understand? I can choose not to do that. But what am I gaining from gatekeeping knowledge? What am I gaining from gatekeeping knowledge? And it's something that, I had to, but it's different from what my son, got when the guy was like, hi, and when the guy didn't greet back, and the guy didn't want to, what is it, rev, vroom, 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 his car. I understand that it's too, it's a bit different, but the point of it is that people are not forced to do anything for us. And I had to get to a point where I start explaining to my son. My son likes to greet, and there are people who will not greet him. And I say to him, my baby, there's also something you need to understand. People might have a headache. Obviously, I can't say people might be stressed. You say people might have a headache and they didn't see you, but no, but we always make a joke about greeting people when you get into a taxi and they don't greet back. I mean, I don't want to lie, it hurts me. But amahalo wabo, they are not forced to do it. We should not be angry when somebody hurt. Yes. Angry? No. It's their knowledge. They'll give it to whomever they want to give it to. They are the ones who sat at that table or went to school or whatever. And for that, and if they don't want to give it to you, let's leave them, guys. Let's do our own thing. Get on social media and say, hi, guys, that's what I'm trying to do. Can anybody help me? Let me tell you, someone will help you. And who will that person be? Somebody who doesn't know you. Because now, if this girl has to help me, obviously the thing that I didn't understand is that I like we are in two different sectors. Like even if I had to open the NGO, well, it is registered. If if it was active, if it was what's this, if it was working, yeah. We are in totally different sectors. I'm in the mental health space, and I'm focused on male mental health. So all I needed was, but then I was like, okay, I came to terms with it. And I see this person, but I am not angry and I'm no longer hurt because I have made peace with the fact that people don't owe me anything. People are not forced to share their knowledge. If we do something for somebody, think about what you lose. Material things. If somebody comes and says, I'm hungry, and I give him a whole loaf of bread, I don't know how many slices there are now. I lose 12 slices, I lose a whole loaf of bread. The only thing I think people should not want to share or should be very, should have a high hall, between themselves and the world, the boundary thing is themselves, is the essence of their character. That's what I believe people should gatekeep. That those parts of you that are so fragile yet important, that make you who you are, that is what we should gatekeep. Those are the things that we should protect. Those are the things that we shouldn't just give to anybody. That's the part of us that shouldn't just go to anybody. Anybody has me and gets the best of me. No, not everybody deserves that. But information, simple. You know what? I don't want to talk to you. I'm busy. Let me give you this person's number. I'll tell them that you said you are going to call, because right now I cannot speak, or I'm going to have meetings the whole week, and I'm sorry, especially if you're not close with the person. But I have a problem with, well, it's not a problem. It's just I don't understand what a person would lose. If a person doesn't want to share the inner gentleness of themselves, I can understand, because you can't just do that to anybody, because the world is not a very good place. But protect yourself, but also protect your heart by not being mean to people. Or gatekeep information. Protect yourself, be the best you can be to yourself, but then certain things you can share. You're not forced to, but you can, and that's what we would like you to do, each of us. If this video helped you see things differently, or if you've ever been on either side of a hard conversation, let's talk in the comments. Your story might be the light someone else needs. And if you're passionate about growing through what you go through, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next step in our journey from overcoming to becoming with me, Decky, your favorite mental health advocate and mental wellness coach. Remember, it's not about what we say, it's about how we show up for each other. See you in the next one.